Yo, what's up, guys? So I'm out in the garage here just working on this Kawasaki Ninja, 96 Kawasaki Ninja. I'm going to be showing you how to clean and set the carburetors on it. Now, these are really difficult to do. They have the diaphragms in the top, so it's not like your normal carburetor where you just unscrew the top and your spring and all that comes out that goes in your, and the needle that goes in your main jet come out. So in here you have diaphragms, so make sure when you're working on ones with the tops like this, usually dual carbs or 4 carbs, whatever. Street bikes, motorcycles, snowmobiles usually have them. Don't tip them upside down because you really don't want the gas to hit these rubbers too much. So I've taken the bolts, I got them finger tight, or just finger tight, loosened them off already. I'm going to try just to do one side at a time. For the video, I'm just going to try to do one, unless I have to take both bottoms off, I'm not too sure. Before we get into the carb, actually taking the carb out on these Ninjas, EX Ninja. These go from 90s, for sure mid 90s, to mid 2000s. They're all the exact same. The carburetors are a bitch to get out. If you want to get this air box out, you have to take all this black, like fender off, tail light off, all these plastics off, everything, and pull the air box out with the back tire off and everything too. So it's pretty ridiculous to get that out. But all it is in there is just a screen and an air filter. I got the air filter cleaned right now. Man, it was ridiculously hard to get those out. So, just so you know. Okay, so I have these finger tight. When you're taking the top off, make sure to hold it down, because that spring that's in every carburetor holds down your throttle. So when you spin on her, she fucking pulls these up. That spring's still up in here. So yeah, look at that. Just wants to pop off, so just put your finger on it when you take it off. And it'll all come out. So yeah, it all does look pretty clean up there. And I was looking online to see how much a carb rebuild kit was on this, and it was over $250 for a used one. Brand new, these rubbers for the two of them was almost $100. So be careful with those. Be careful with that pin too. You don't want to damage that, because that goes into your main jet. Do not spray brake cleaner or anything on that rubber. Just wipe it down with a rag. So I'm just going to set that aside. Yep, nice and clean up there. So I'll flip around. I do have no gas in this carb either, so I'm not really worried about gasoline getting on that diaphragm either. And this bike's been sitting for years and years and years. So if they're screwed, they're screwed. I have had it running though, but it just pissed gas. I'll just pause it for a second, take all these screws out. Okay, I had to loosen them all, and I had to loosen the one on this side too. And you do need to be careful with this. This is the idle for your bike. second, man. Alright, now you just lift the bowl, like any other carb. Inspect the rubbers, make sure they're not flattened. No gunk in there, this one's not too bad. Now your float should drop. Oh fuck. Spilling some fuel. Yeah, they're nice and free, so that's a good sign. Then you just want to clean your idle jet and your main jet. So I'm just going to do the one side of this carburetor, and they're both the exact same. So that's an 8mm for this one. They are brass, so be careful with them. This other one actually just looks like an Allen key. So when you put that up to the light, you want to be able to see through it. And those little pins, you should see air through them too. So take a little tiny wire, like a sewing needle or something like that, if you have to poke out the gunk or whatever it's in there. Clean that out. And this one's the exact same. Yeah, this one's an Allen key. I'm not going to go running for an Allen key right now, that small. But it's the exact same. You take that out, and you should be able to see through it when you put it to the light. And there'll be little holes in the sides. I don't have too much light on this, but there's holes in the sides. So you'll be able to look into the light and see through them. Compressed air, brake cleaner, engine cleaner, any of that, you can spray onto this. But just make sure you don't hit your rubbers. On the top of the diaphragm, these rubbers, with any brake cleaner, engine cleaner, anything like that, carb cleaner, because it will damage them, and they're very expensive for this bike, the EX250. So, how you took it apart, put it back together the exact same way. Fairly simple. Oh yeah, actually, I almost forgot something here. You want to take your pin out too. And then just pull it straight up. And that's basically your fuel shut off once your carburetor's full. So make sure that's all clean. Put it back in. It does come off there. So I'll clean all this up, put it back together. Put the pin back in there. Put all the screws on there. You don't have to torque down these screws really hard either. Just snug them up good. Yeah, there it is. How to clean a carburetor on a street bike, motorcycle, snowmobile. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, like, comment. PG out. Peace.